Hello, everybody. It's your old pal Jim up here in beautiful, hot, and sunny Upper East Tennessee. Today's Wednesday, the 20-something of June. I have no idea. Hope y'all are having a good week. I'm off for a while, so I've got the kids here. They're right now just hanging out watching YouTube. We're gonna got some activities planned for them. Probably go fishing in the morning. Maybe take a hike one evening. Nothing major. So, but I've been reading a lot of news articles here the last couple of days, and I'm going to call this video staged, which we all know it was, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about here in a minute. But Jack Smith, the special counsel on the classified documents case, admitted that the FBI tampered with the evidence and staged the photos like they were just laying around haphazardly, all to make it look bad on Mr. Trump. And anybody with half a brain knew that that was a setup and a stage. I wonder how many classified documents they found in Melania's or Barron's underwear drawers. If you don't think the DOJ is corrupt at this point, and that Merrick Garland refusing to appear for a congressional subpoena, Steve Bannon's going to jail in a couple of days for that. But see, they're above the law. If you got that big D in front of your name, or after your name, then you don't face any repercussions. The Israeli Defense Force is saying they're wrapping up operations in Rafah, which means that they'll be pivoting their attention up north to Lebanon and Hezbollah, which I don't blame them. That might lead to a regional or a world war. I look for Iran to get involved, the Taliban, all the militant groups, terrorist groups. So that doesn't look very good. Everybody saw where the pro-Palestinian mob were attacking a synagogue in Los Angeles. Bloodied a few of the churchgoers, and when the Jews started fighting back, the cops had been told to stand down, of course. But then when they were fighting back, the old Antifa people were crying like rats eating onions because they was getting the shit kicked out of them, wanting the cops to help them. Of course, you ain't going to hear nothing from Gruesome Newsom or Karen Bass on that situation, because that's their people. Antifa and people like that, that's their brown shirts. The Federal Reserve hacked by a Russian ransomware group, and I forget the name of it. 33 terabytes of data hijacked. Not real sure what to think about that. Just another way of doing asymmetrical warfare. Russia has claimed they have shot down a U.S. Reaper drone in the Black Sea. No confirmation on that. But that was probably what was used to target, for whatever reason, something like that was used to target that beach in Sevastopol, where the Ukrainians used a U.S. missile with a cluster bomb on it, which is highly illegal or frowned upon. The Pentagon has approved the use of U.S. contractors in Ukraine, which is sort of like the Wagner group that Russia uses, which it could just be, and it probably is, our servicemen taking off one patch and putting on the contractor patch on their uniform. Just another escalation there, as was the ATACMS being used in Crimea and the cluster munitions. This one I just read today. Team Biden hunts for more than 50 illegals delivered by smugglers with ties to the Islamic Jihad network, or the Islamic State, or ISIS, however you want to say it. That's your Department of Homeland Security in action. This actually came out on NBC News, so you know that must have just broke their heart to have to report something negative about no potato head. or maybe the negative news is starting to flow more freely about just how incompetent this regime is, because they want him replaced on the ballot. The blow to free speech and the First Amendment. The U.S. Supreme Court tossed a case claiming that the Biden administration unlawfully coerced social media companies into removing content and banning users based on their political views. This was dismissed on standing and not merit, just like all those election fraud cases were dismissed on standing, not on merit. That never made it past the lower courts. So I guess the Supreme Court, you win some, you lose some, but they want, and it's going to get worse, to crack down on social media as the election gets closer, just like they did the Hunter Biden laptop. And those 50 assholes that signed that letter, like Brennan and Clapper, still won't apologize for it because they knew it was real and they didn't care. Treason. That's high treason in my opinion. So just a few things I thought was interesting in the news. I don't do a news channel, although I do talk about the news a lot. Prepping wise, I added some more canned goods yesterday when I went to the grocery store. Added some more rice and some more of those chocolate bars that I'm going to vacuum seal and put away. So just keep adding a little bit. See something out the window there. Well, it's a neighbor's dog. Every time you go to the store, it'll add up quickly, even if you just spend $5, $10, $15. Just keep adding food, get a way to purify water, get you some first aid supplies. And I'm still working on getting a training class. I need to call that gentleman tomorrow. I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks. And just keep doing what you're doing. If you're prepping at all, you're way ahead of the power curve. If you can, have your generator on hand. I have a solar, but I have a dual fuel at my ex's place for them. So I was watching Vision Preparedness last night, his live stream, till I had to get up and make the boys dinner. Talking about a grid down scenario. If that ever does happen and you fire up a gasoline or a dual fuel generator, your OPSEC is blown. So if you can get one, get a little solar generator. Mine will keep the freezer going, which is basically what I want. Maybe the refrigerator too for a while, as long as you can keep the kids from opening and closing the door 2,000 times a day. So let's go Vols, national champions baseball. Great game the other night. Let's go Brandon, FJB, and everybody in his illegitimate regime all day, every day. And don't be scared. You better be getting prepared. And let's close the daggone border before more terrorists get in the country. People are being murdered and raped by illegals every day. And if you watch the mainstream media, a lot of them, they just laugh it off. And God bless you, and God bless America. Y'all have a great day.